We were a lot closer on the Social Security problem to being finished, so I'm going to kind of combine the review and the completion all in one video. We talked about how when option 1 and option 2 break even didn't depend at all on the monthly Social Security. It was somewhere in your 80th year. And we can test that now. We can say you're getting $2,000 a month. You can still see that at age 80, the cumulative income is higher with take early, but by 81, it's higher with take it late. If you were only getting $500, that'd be pretty pathetic. The same thing, at age 80, it's higher with take it early. By age 81, it's higher with delaying. And remember, the if statement we used here in H and we used in K was essentially if the age in column D is less than the earliest age plus the years of delay, then just throw in a 0. Otherwise, for H, take that max benefit that we calculated over here for the monthly. And for K, it's just take the basic benefit. So back, how did we do that calculation? The input here, just a quick reminder, it's a simple interest compounding. We take the earliest, the basic benefit, and increase it by 8% per year, compounded annually for 3 years. Then if we go into this third option, we wait for 3 years. Well, I take the basic benefit times 12 times 3, that's 36 months, and get the size of the nest egg that I have that I can put into an annuity. And the payment function, we didn't get a lot of time to talk about. You can look it up. It's a very useful function. It's used in that tractor example for the data table examples that are in the previous videos. And here's how it works here. So this is telling us that if I had this $54,144, I'd invested in some annuity that for 20 years would pay me almost $4,000 a year. At the end of the 20 years, it's gone. So we have to get that over here. And we're going to use the exact same logic. So what if that becomes 4 years instead of 3 years? We want that to be included. So it's going to be the same if the age in column D is less than the earliest age that you can get Social Security plus the years of delay. Then I'm not drawing any interest income. Otherwise, I am drawing this. I didn't lock anything this time. I'm going to have to lock it, but I want to just see the formula again. So you can look kind of at the bottom, this if statement for column H, and try to follow the logic, what this says. This says if, again, the age in column D, that's my condition, is less than the earliest age I can get Social Security plus the years that I can delay my Social Security, then I'm not getting anything yet. So if that's true, put in a 0. If that's false, I'm already in the age where I'm drawing on that annuity, so get the amount from the annuity. I'm going to copy this down. So the age in D is going to change. So I want to leave the D3 completely as a relative reference. But everything else here is locked. They're over here in columns A and B, and they aren't going to move. So I have to put the dollar signs on the B1, the dollar signs on the B4, and the dollar signs on the B13. Otherwise, I can't really copy that. And copy it down. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. Your total annual income then is simply your annual Social Security plus your annual investment income. And that's all relative references, because all the way when I copy this down, I'm just pulling things out of columns K and columns L. So we have that. Then the cumulative income, that's been the same. I'm going to do it this way. If you look at column F and column H, I'm doing cumulative income exactly the same way. That first cumulative is whatever you got that year, and from that point on, it's the previous year plus whatever you got that year. It's a very common structure for doing this kind of cumulative work. So all I have to do is copy either F or I Notice they're all relative references. Doesn't matter which one I copy. If I copy F over to N, take a quick look at the numbers, because I'm going to undo that and copy I over to N to show you that I get the same thing. Or if I copied I over to N, I get the same values. The formatting came along, so that highlighting gray came along. I don't want that, because I'm looking for the same question. Where is option 3 or option 2 better than just taking my money early? Or when is option 2 better than taking my money late? Well, in terms of taking the money early, so I'm comparing this, just take the money and live off of it, we can look. It delays it about a year. At age 80, taking it early is still a better deal. But by age 83, the investment is a slightly better deal. So what colors do I want here? So in some sense, it's a little bit more of a gamble. The original question, take it as soon as you can get it or wait 3 years. You're gambling. If you think you're healthy and you're going to live past 80 and a half, you should wait. Well, this one says if you think you're even healthier and you think you're going to live past 82 and a half, roughly, well, then option 3 is better than option 1. But now let's look at take it late versus take it early but invest it instead of live off it. So we're looking at column I and column N. We're not comparing the third option anymore to the first option. It never quite catches up at any age. And of course, it's very dependent on that number right there. How much you can get on your annuity, and you don't know that. Right now, interest rates really aren't very good. So who knows? But when this is your retirement or my retirement, maybe I can get 6% on an annuity. Well, that changes everything. That means at age 84, taking it late versus taking early and investing is almost equal. And from 84 on, I'm better off, not by a lot, but I'm better off having taken it early, investing it myself instead of waiting for the government's increase in my benefit to kick in. And the higher that interest rate goes, the quicker that's going to happen. But those are not realistic. 7-8% is not realistic. Maybe 6 if you're lucky. 4 or 5 is probably more likely. And as I said in class, now this is where spreadsheets are models, of course. We've ignored taxes, we've ignored net present value and inflation and all those kinds of things. And remember that this 3884 or 3984 that we're drawing is coming from an annuity that maybe, based on the annuity contract, if an emergency came up at 77 or at 86, you could cash out the rest of the annuity and use it right away. So what is that worth? Well, that's your decision. These models don't tell you exactly what to do. They support your thinking about what you might want to do. So based on these numbers, take it early versus take it late. If you live long enough, take it late is better. Take it early versus take it early and invest. You live long enough, take it early and invest is better. But take it late, if you live long enough, is in pure dollars, at least up to age 90, it's always the better option. So I'll put this one out there on Schoology too.